Hello, my name is Rob Curtin. Given the historic role the Macintosh has played in K-12 education, it's imperative that today's networking solutions allow for Macintosh and Windows computers to seamlessly coexist on the same network. I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is to accomplish that today using Microsoft Windows NT Server and Microsoft Office for Windows and Office for the Macintosh. Microsoft Windows NT Server is our networking foundation that allows Windows and Macintosh computers to see the same data directories on a network. Microsoft Office is the cross-platform desktop productivity suite that allows users to create, share, and exchange files with each other without regard for platform. To accomplish this task takes 3 easy steps. I have today a Windows NT Server and a Macintosh PowerPC. Step 1 is to simply connect the computers. Step 2 is to create a directory on my Windows NT Server that Macintosh computers can see. And step 3 is to connect to that directory with my Macintosh computer. You could even add in a step 4 that says, then start sharing information. But we'll go through those 3 steps. The first is to connect those computers. I have a network in my hand right here, and I'm going to connect my Macintosh PowerPC, which has an Ethernet card on the system board. You could also use any other Macintosh by placing an Ethernet card in it and just connect it to my network. I do the same thing for my Windows NT Server, and we now have 2 computers physically connected on the same network. I'm going to move over to my Windows NT Server, which I installed using Microsoft's Communication Tools for Schools, which is a CD designed specifically for K-12 education to make installation, support, maintenance of your network very, very simple. It has an automatic server configuration wizard that installs services for the Macintosh for me, so that all I need to do is share a data directory that Macintosh computers can see. You'll notice I have a directory called Data Files. This directory, as indicated by the hand under the folder, has already been shared to Windows computers. By clicking on Mac File within File Manager, I can create a Macintosh AppleShare volume. By clicking on Create Volume, I give it a name. It by default picks up the name of the directory. I can specify password information and even set permissions. And these dialog boxes are exactly the AppleShare dialog boxes that Macintosh users would be familiar with, because Windows NT loads AppleShare. I'll say OK. I have now created a directory that the Macintosh will be able to see. I don't have any data in it, however. So let's save some data to that directory. I have a spreadsheet that my chemistry lab students have been working on. And I'm going to go ahead and hit File, Save As, and move this to my new Data Files directory that Macintosh computers can see. And we'll save it. And I'll do the same with a Word document. I have a letter that we've been working on, and I will save that to the same directory. And now I will go over to the Macintosh, connect to the server, open up these files, make some changes, and then come back and bring them back up in my Windows environment to show and prove that connectivity is easy, effortless, and seamless. At the Macintosh computer, I'm going to use Apple's Chooser, the network component that allows you to select and connect to network shares. By clicking on AppleShare, I see all of the available servers, and our Windows NT Server CTS demo is immediately available. By clicking OK, I'm prompted to log into that server, giving the same access permissions that I just specified in Windows NT. I put my user account in, type my password, click OK, and I see the available volumes that I can connect to. Data Files is the one that I'd like, and I hit OK. And you'll notice on the right-hand side, I have a new drive on my desktop. If it weren't for the little Windows logo on the drive, there would be no way to differentiate a Windows NT share from a standard AppleShare share. Why don't I open up Microsoft Word and go grab that letter? I'll click File Open. And in the Data Files directory, sure enough, I have letter.doc. And I'll click Open. And it comes over with formatting, bolding, highlighting, font spacing, everything intact. Why don't I sign my name to this? Hit Save back on the network. We'll close out And let's bring up Microsoft Excel. And we'll open up that spreadsheet. Hit File Open. We're in the Data Files directory on the network already. And we'll bring up our chemistrylab.xls. A few of the users in this lab are indeed Macintosh users, and Rob and Sandy were Windows users and added their information. Tom now needs to add the information that he's collected. And you'll see that the graph is changing as new data is entered. Tom will save this information back to the network. Close out. And why don't we now return to our Windows desktop and see that Windows now reads files that the Macintosh has saved. Sitting in Microsoft Word, I'll just go get the letter I just saved. And you'll notice that the signature is back and the changes made from the Macintosh are here, but there's no indication to me as a Windows user, there's not even a file conversion that takes place, that it was done by a Macintosh. The Windows computer and the Macintosh computer seamlessly share the same data files. In Microsoft Excel, we can do the same thing. I will point back to my most recently used file, and sure enough, the new data is there, along with the new graph. I hope you found that the installation of Windows NT Server was quite easy, and that the file sharing capabilities of Microsoft Office across a network founded by Windows NT Server allows for seamless file share, integration, and what we all are looking for, which is use without regard for platform and efficiency and productivity. Thank you.